Loveline is meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew.
I'm not modeling anymore for the two of you.
Loveline.
Yes, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. It is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Tonight our guests are Mandy and Sandy, the Bentley twins. Ow! Yeah, did a double one there. Drew has triplets himself, and he hopes one day that they can do a spread in Playboy himself, right?
Two are male.
Oh, yeah. Go play girl, because all the girls love to look at Play Girl. No guys ever look at that magazine. They are here tonight to promote their website, amongst other things, www.bentleytwins.com and .net. And I got to tell you, we were talking, my producer, I say producer, but what do we call the person on this show? Whoever books the show. Was talking about booking somebody from Playboy down the road who does their new court show and sex court show. I don't know, the title escapes me right now, but that's what I thought we were doing tonight. And then I walked in the front door disheveled, tired, late, and disgruntled as I normally do. Yeah. And there was Hugh Hefner sitting on the sofa, snuggled nicely between Mandy and Sandy. And I gave my usual Hitler-esque wave.
And grunt.
I don't even wave. I don't even move my hand anymore. I just give a sort of howl. And was heading for the bathroom where I do my best thinking. And then I thought, hey, wait a minute. That's Hugh Hefner on the sofa. I better stop. So I stopped and said hi. And girls, lean forward and speak into those microphones and tell us what we can find on this website and anything else I'm leaving out.
Well, we did the cover and the pictorial in the May issue coming to newsstands April 7th. It's a 10-page spread. And it's the website is also, there's a Playboy website, and then we have our own website. And it just has pictures of us and kind of like bio stuff and like auction and stuff like that.
And I'm glad that you guys are doing it in the May issue because my birthday's in May. And for some reason, and I don't know if you ever did this as a kid, Drew, or as a teenager, but when you got hold of Playboys and did battle over why your month was a better-looking month.
I've heard this before. That's our birthday month, too, though. May what?
May 27th.
Ooh, 18th.
Oh, I'm 18. I'm 18. The point is I like when teenage guys get into those sort of feudal battles. Oh, yeah, May's a lot hotter than July, you idiot. Look at her. She's a dog. Well, this is 1963. You know.
Back in the day, right?
The point is I'm glad to have you guys in here. And now, are you actually dating Hugh Hefner, or are you escorting Hugh Hefner? Or is there a difference?
Dating.
You dating?
Yeah, we're all best friends.
Best friends?
Yeah.
But has it been consummated?
You behave.
Oh.
There's two of us. We'll come over there.
Oh, I'm praying.
Security.
Drew, if they come over here, you leave and you put a goddamn chair in front of the door.
That's why he's sitting on our side.
Shut the light, okay? And then you go into the Lycus's office and do the rest of the show from an ISDN line, or phone it in. Call the hotline number. So now how did? Wow, I wish I could date one person. you know what I mean? Like Hugh gets twins, and the thing that's cool about Hugh is he had he has quite a resurgence. I mean, there was always Hugh. Well, actually, Hugh's life would be Hugh the married man, and then there was Hugh the bachelor, which was, 30 years after he got divorced and all those great swinging parties and everything. Mm-hmm. And then Hugh settles down again, and it's like, well, that's it. He's in. He's got a beautiful young wife. He's got a couple of kids now. That's it. And then just when you think you got Hugh figured out, pow! The penis comes out of the pajamas again, and he's back. And I think he's been an inspiration to many a man. What do you think, Drew? You want to comment on that? Yeah. He looks in great shape. He looks like he could handle a couple of twins.
That looks fabulous. He's getting ready to turn 74 on April 9th.
Oh, isn't it great being a guy? Isn't it great? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just build yourself a small empire, and look, pow. here's what you get. But I got to kiss Hugh's ass because on the Man Show, we've been trying to do something with Playboy. I had this ingenious bit to do with Playboy. But Playboy has a little problem about doing things that involve a bathroom setting.
Oh, I wonder why.
Well, I mean, come on. I mean, I'm going to talk to Hugh off the air about this, but on the air, and I'm looking at him through the glass there. I need everyone to bear with me. But Hugh, here's what I want to say. Many a man reads a Playboy on the can. You should write that down. And that has nothing to do. That has nothing to do with the content of the magazine. It's a compliment. When a man is on the toilet, he has a limited amount of time in there. He brings his best reading material in the can.
That's really his man time, his private time.
Yes, this is when a man convenes with his genitalia and the bowl in if you're an atheist, this is your cathedral, the commode. And he sits there, and he has some of the greatest thinking, I'm convinced, is done when a man has his pants around his ankles that way and is in a sort of almost a Zen-like state. You know what I mean? I mean, you get a certain focus. There's no distractions. There's no phones ringing or televisions going around. You're in the toilet. And I had this great idea. Now, listen to this, Drew. I'm going to tell the joke, and I know it's a good one. I was looking, remember when we had Caprice on the show a couple weeks back? Yeah. And I had this great idea where I'm sitting on the toilet, and I'm looking at the Playboy magazine. And I see Caprice in there, and I'm falling in love, and I'm talking to Caprice, and lo and behold, Caprice starts talking to me off the page. This is all done in post, obviously. And I say, Caprice, wow, I can't believe you're talking to me. And she says, oh, man, you are hot. That Jimmy Kimmel, he's a steaming turd, but you are hot, Adam. And I say, oh, man, we got to get together. And Caprice says, when? And I said, well, how about now? And she says, done. And there's a big poof of smoke, and there's Caprice in the bathroom with me. Then Caprice takes a couple of beats, waves her hand, gets disgusted, can't believe what's going on in there, and walks out the door, slams it behind her, and storms down the hall. And we get the shot from up above, the crane shot, where I'm on the toilet yelling, no! Well, actually, hold on. No! Caprice, come back! And, I'm lighting a match.
You really created another defining moment where the difference between the male and the female could not be more clear. These young ladies are looking at you like you're some sort of alien just got landed here from outer space. I actually think it's kind of funny.
Of course it's funny.
But there's never been, you really defined that difference.
Has come to me, and I've ruined the bathroom, so she's stormed up.
And men think that's funny.
You guys are allowed to laugh into the mics if you like.
Women actually think that's disgusting, you see?
All right, but
they're actually disgusting.
Hugh, what I'm saying is this is a magazine for men. I do the Man Show. I know your core audience. I have my thumb squarely on the pulse of your readership, and we can really move some product.
Let's take some calls.
All right. I can see this is going to take more ass-kissing in person, but we'll get to the phones, and...
By being nice, maybe we'll help.
We'll plug. Oh, Drew, did you hear that? She said you weren't being nice. Rachel?
Yes.
22. You're 22. What's up?
Yeah, okay. This might be a stupid question, but I just got out of a 2-year relationship with my fiance, and during this time I had a group of guy friends that were like in between 10 and 12 people, and we were really close, but now that I've broken up with my boyfriend, all that they can ever say to me is that they want to have sex with me, and half of them have girlfriends, and they know where I stand on that kind of thing, but that's all that they constantly bring up. That's all that they constantly try to get from me.
Can you help me understand exactly the context in which that comes up? Give me an example of where one of these guys brought this up.
Oh, geez. Just Thursday, I was hanging out at their house. They're watching wrestling, and...
Okay, strike one. Go ahead. Yeah.
Like WWF.
Yeah, okay.
And they love that show. And I was sitting in between two of them, and one on one side was trying to caress my hand. The other one on the other side was like trying to put his hand on my thigh. And pretty soon I'm just like, I stood up, and then I gave them each hugs goodbye. And each of them whispered in my ear that they want to have sex with me, except they said a different word.
These guys are supposed to be friends.
Yeah, they have been like my good friends for a long, long time. And
these guys, you want to ask what their careers are?
Oh, I don't care. They're sitting home watching wrestling. Hey, Rachel, so don't hang out with them.
Well, I'm just wondering if it's if there's something with me, like...
Yes.
Yeah, you chose to hang out with these guys.
No, it's your boobs.
No, but it's something with you, but it's that you chose to hang out with guys who would treat you like this.
Okay.
Right?
It's like that's all I can find. It's like
listen, you gotta hang around with gay guys. I'm serious. They'll help you dress. They'll pick up the pieces when a man breaks your heart. Mandy, am I right?
No, I mean, I think you guys are being a little hard on her. Don't make her take the brunt of it.
Well, we're just telling these guys are idiots. Don't hang out with them.
It's the only thing she can change.
Well, the question I would have liked to have asked her is she the only female in the room?
All right. Well,
Another.
I mean, if that is the case,
another bad choice.
You kind of know that you're putting yourself in a precarious position if you are the only female in the room.
Rachel?
Yes.
Were you by yourself with these guys?
Yeah, because I didn't think that they would try anything.
All right. Well, yeah, they're friends. Why can't they
But I mean,
alone?
if they've been hitting on her before, don't put yourself in a room with a bunch of guys watching wrestling, where they're rubbing around with each other and then expect them not to hit on you.
It never, came on to me like that. It's like,
Okay.
Well, just be very open with your feelings and let them know right now that, you just wanted to basically just be a friend relationship, that it's not going to go any further than that. And if they really want to be friends with you, they'll stick it out. If they don't, you don't need a friend.
Boundaries. But what happened? How did your relationship end? Just quickly.
my relationship with my boyfriend?
Yeah, your fiance.
Yeah, he
Cheated.
I don't know. One day he just called me up and he said that he loved me, and then 12 hours later he said that he didn't love me anymore and he didn't want to be in a relationship.
Yeah, because he loves somebody else.
All right. Well, true. Why do you got to twist the knife?
Because that's what guys do.
All right.
That's what guys do.
Men are evil. Everyone but me, Drew, and Hugh.
He doesn't have anybody else. He's gone for 6 months now in the military.
Okay.
And
Hey, Rachel, you just got to find yourself some decent guys.
Yeah, right.
Gay guys. I'm telling you. Listen, I run into this all the time, especially if you're an attractive young woman. Most of those guys you think are your friends, but they would also like to nail you. All of them.
Not all of them. No, wait.
No.
Either, but
I'm on a roll here, damn it.
All right, go.
Thank you. The girls and I have found some common ground, and you're going to louse it up. Now, quiet down. Shut Drew's mic off. I've heard just about enough of him. And not only for tonight, for the rest of the week. You don't have to come in tomorrow night. Guys, when they have attractive girlfriends, and I hear this all the time, friends, I should say, who are attractive, I hear this all the time, the women are surprised that after they break up with their boyfriend, or one time when they agree to go camping, or they're out drinking, or they get into a jacuzzi, the guy makes a move. They are shocked by it. And let me tell you, you should not be shocked. This is what guys are interested in, and the fact that they're friends with you is neither here nor there.
But the point you made before, which I think is reasonably accurate, which is that somebody hangs out in the beginning to establish that friendship because of an attraction.
How did you guys meet? How did you get together? He was probably interested in you. You had a boyfriend, or you weren't interested in him, so he went for the long-term plan. He decided to stick it out. And you know what? It works sometimes. I mean, that's why guys do it. Don't be surprised. And don't think they don't like you as a friend either. You women, you do like one camp or the other, we can straddle the fence.
Shelley.
We can like you and boink you.
What's going on, Shelley? Shelley?
Yeah. How do I know if I'm coming?
I'll tell you.
If you're asking, you probably aren't.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Yeah, why? Do you have a boyfriend?
Well, yeah, I'm seeing this guy, and we were messing around the other night, and it seemed as if he kind of hit the spot, and he was asking me, are you coming, are you coming? And I was like, well, I guess, I don't know.
He's probably thinking about it too much. A lot of it's mental.
Really?
Well, it's mental in terms of relaxing, but it's also mental in terms of connecting with the other person. And if you're not real involved with him, if it is not it's an intimate place that you have to know how to find. And if you're not there in that relationship, it's going to be difficult for you to function.
Yeah, and listen, that is Sex 101. You do not yell, are you coming, in the middle of someone trying to sort of focus there.
So intimacy plays a pretty key part?
For women, yeah, more than men. Very much so.
Are kidding? A ton, yeah. Guys don't need it all. I'm telling you, if I hooked a vacuum device up to my penis, I could get something off during a funeral. Even a family member. Or more importantly, a pet.
Is this personal experience?
I haven't tried it yet. My grandfather was cremated. We didn't have a funeral, but as soon as someone else in the family goes, I am going to give it a shot, Drew. I believe it would be good radio.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
All right, Shelley?
Yeah.
You didn't have an orgasm.
Crap.
That's all right. You're 20. You're 20. Listen, let me talk to the twins about this. I know women change quite a bit from 18, 17, 16 to mid-20s to later 20s to early 30s. I don't know how old you guys are.
21.
Are you? It's only going to get better. I mean, it really is. I haven't met a woman, and I'm 35, and I have a lot of female friends I've had open discussions with, I've known for many years. A lot of them, quite frankly, weren't that interested in sex at 17, 18, 19. They had it. Yeah. They liked their boyfriends. They liked being intimate with their boyfriends. They liked their boyfriend being intimate with them. But if you just sort of distilled it down to the actual sex, it was all right. Then at 21, 22, it got a little better. 25, 26, better. Later 20s, even better. And by the time they got into their mid-30s, look out. That was it. They'd hop on anything. And their views changed a little bit, too. They're like, if they were single and some guy just wanted to get busy, that was all right. I mean, they sort of became...
More realistic.
They became more like what men think.
More realistic about what men...
Well, they realize they hate all men. Yeah. They're all evil. And you might as well just use them. There you go. But you guys are doing okay at 21, right? I mean, you enjoy sex?
Okay.
Okay. Just checking. All right.
He's being nice to you, I can tell. Be fair. He won't...
This is nice.
He won't hurt you.
Yes.
And he's being nice.
Amy?
Yeah?
You're 16.
Okay.
What's up?
Nothing happened. I just wanted to talk to you.
To me?
Yeah.
All right.
I think you are so cute.
You guys hear that?
Your voice is so sexy.
That's right. His voice? My nasally drone. Oh. It's an aphrodisiac for retarded women.
You're like my idol.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I've been listening to you forever. And, I've been calling for, the past 2 months.
Uh-huh.
I've never gone to talk to you.
Well, here we are.
Oh, my gosh.
What city do you live in?
Los Angeles.
All right. Well, what part of L.A. do you live in?
I live in, around, Chevy Hills.
Oh, yes. It's nice. It's an upscale neighborhood. I could move out there.
Amy, anything else?
No. Just want to say hello.
Would your folks object if a older hairy gent moved in with you?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks, Amy.
Sure.
When did your dad rape you? Oh, please. All right, Amy.
Bye.
Thank you for the praise. Call back tomorrow night.
Okay.
And every night.
Bye.
All right. Let's see here. Carl?
Yes.
Carl, you're 21. You're on with Mandy and Sandy.
Hey, how's it going?
They'd be the Bentley twins.
Hey.
A little Playboy pictorial coming out this May, and you can also find them on www.bentleytwins.com and .net. You hear that, Hugh? That's a lot of plugging going on. National radio show. All right, Carl, what's up?
Hey, I'm uncircumcised. I'm probably one of the few men in the world that are uncircumcised.
Wait a minute. Whoa. In fact, in the world, most men are uncircumcised.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in this country, this is the only industrial country in the world where men get circumcised routinely.
Oh.
And even here, it's only around, somewhere around 20% are not.
All right.
Wait a minute. Now.
Yeah,
I mean,
now.
you're born now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his penis is 21 years old. My penis is 14. I know I'm 35, but I think my penis was born about 14 years ago.
Grow another 7 years.
I'm thinking there's still some root in there. You know what I mean? It's got to make a move.
All right, my question is, I got a couple questions actually.
Mm-hmm.
One, if I got circumcised now,
yeah,
it'd be painful.
Yeah.
It would be.
Yeah.
Cause problems later.
Why? Can they give him a general?
Yeah, but it's a painful. As compared to had it been done after birth, it's a much more painful issue.
Okay.
But it's commonly done. It's nothing you should shrink away from in horror. It's not a big deal.
Speaking of shrinking away, don't they have to take some medication to stop it from becoming erect?
For a while afterwards, we talked about
I couldn't handle that very long. But the sperm count, does it lower your sperm count if you're uncircumcised?
No. What do you, Carl, what's up with you?
Carl,
what do you do for a living?
Excuse me?
You got too much time on your hands.
I have a lot of time on my hands.
Yeah, what are you doing for a living?
I am a security guard. I am at work right now.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Where are you calling from?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Wow.
One thing we know about guys, when they are totally preoccupied about their size and
well, does it keep it from getting fully erect? If
it doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything.
Carl.
Yeah.
You went to high school, right?
Yeah. I graduated.
You took health class?
Yeah.
All right. I'd like you to go back to your old school and kick your health teacher in the nuts for me, would you?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
He failed you.
But the point is,
something fierce. He thinks his foreskin's going to lower his sperm count. He won't be able to get an erection. It's going to shorten his penis.
One thing we know about men that are worried about their phallus is it's really a concern about their self-esteem.
Yes.
And your worth as a person. And you need to get busy working on your career and your life and developing interests and things that make you feel good about yourself. And
that's right.
Fill your time with more productive preoccupation.
Yeah, you girls are only so interested in the penis size. Am I right? Right?
It has a lot more to do with that. It's the person.
That's right. I mean, look, it's not the fact that the guy has a small or unusual penis that is going to be the deal breaker. It's the fact that he's a security guard. I mean, that's how women work. Whereas with guys, we don't care what women do, especially if they're attractive. We're in. It's like, what do you do? Axe murder. Great. Fantastic.
How interesting.
What are your hours? That's great. And you have a 401k over there? No. Okay. Can we make out? That's why it is occupation. That's why I always, Drew and I always laughed that, male strippers always come out as something. The guy's a cop. He's a fireman. He's a telephone repair guy. Meanwhile, he's wearing cutoffs. His nuts are hanging out of the side of his shorts. His shirt's undone to here. His body's shaved and stuff. But for that brief second, he's come to fix the phone at the strip club. And his shirt's come off. There's fireman. There must be a fire marshal coming in here. There must be too many women packed into this room. Whoa! Look at that! Look at that hose. And it's so funny that part of the turn on is that the guy's actually employed. Males watch female strippers. They're dressed as strippers. They don't have an occupation.
Yeah, they do.
Stripper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. It's like, hey, why are you coming out with your clothes on? Couldn't you lean back there?
The less the better.
Right. I mean, we're not interested in that. Once in a while they'll pull out the nurse thing, and that's all right. Guys can go for the nurse. Well, I'll tell you what. I was just looking at a porn movie cover tonight, Drew, with the whole naughty nurses type of thing.
Yeah.
And I thought, what really goes on in a hospital and what the porn industry has done with it are two totally different things.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know why somebody picked the hospital as the place. With the naughty nurses, and I'm going to give you a sponge bath and candy stripes. There's been a million movies. A million skin flicks made about the hospital setting. But, Drew, you've been in hospitals. Any of that go on?
No. But people have all kinds of issues about vulnerability and powerlessness. And that's where that stuff gets acted out.
Nice. All right. Mandy and Sandy are our guests tonight. They're the Bentley twins. They got themselves a website, www.bentleytwins.com and .net. You can find them coming up in the May, as my birthday issue. And I get twins in my issue, so that makes me better than all the other guys that were born.
Everybody, Adam.
Well,
anybody.
Not than the other guys that were born in May, but just all the other guys that were born in the other months.
All right.
Other than May.
Oh, by the way, we maybe talk to you about 20 questions, since I did 20 questions and you didn't.
That's right. I was outraged. Playboy interviewed Drew, did 20 questions with Dr. Drew. It was a couple of years ago now, and the guy threw me two. He threw me 2.5 questions. Want to know how tall I was and why I wasn't off the air, I think, was his 2 questions.
They're probably afraid of your answer.
His third one was, who did you blow to get the gig? I think that was the third one. I was outraged about that.
Oh, yeah.
But ever since my career surpassed yours, Drew, I haven't thought about it much. I've got to be honest with you. I'm a very big man. All right, we're going to take ourselves a break, and when we come back, we'll speak to Natalie. She's 16. She wants to know if you got a yeast infection. Come on, Drew. Give me something to work with here. All right. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, I see a good one on there. You see it?
After this.
Yeah. 105. Yep, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. He is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LVE-191. The Bentley twins are our guests tonight. Mandy and Sandy are both in here. Ow! Hugh Hefner just swung by to explain to the girls why farting was funny. I'm surprised he hadn't given you that speech months ago. It's always one of the first speeches I give to my lady friends. But
That's what just over.
It's winning them over to you, Adam.
Well, now that I think now that Hugh gave the big brown light, the big green light for the fart humor, now I think the girls realize it's okay, and I'm now fast becoming their hero. Natalie.
Yeah.
You're 16?
Yeah, it's like not only like that, that's not just a question, you know, if I have a yeast infection. It was like too long of a question.
All right,
let's go right ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm discharging. I don't know if it's a yeast infection or an STD.
Are you sexually active?
Yeah, but just with one person. He's my boyfriend.
And how, are you regularly active with him?
Yeah. Yeah, and I've been discharging a lot, and I don't know, it smells like urine. I don't know, it has this really, really nasty smell.
Okay, so at very minimum, I would suggest that you probably have a vaginitis.
Vaginitis?
Okay, which is a bacterial overgrowth in the vagina. It doesn't necessarily mean it's an STD, though often it is.
Mm-hmm.
And nor does it mean that it's something that can have consequences, like getting into the higher areas of the genital tract, infect the tubes, put you at risk for cervical cancer, that sort of thing. It's probably not one of those kinds of infections, but it is something that should be treated. Okay?
Should I go to the doctor to just get like...
Yeah, the smell suggests it's probably not yeast, that it's probably something else, Gardnerella.
Yeah, because it's really...
I don't mean to cut you off, Natalie, but Drew?
Yeah?
Yeah, I got to masturbate later?
Later? Oh, you don't mean to talk about trichomonas anymore?
Yeah, smell, the yeast, the discharge, it's all, you know, ching-ching, 30 seconds here, 45 seconds there, it all adds up.
I see.
And I'm already up to 4 minutes now with all this talk. You want to keep going? Try to get it to 5?
One of the things you can try, Natalie, is an over-the-counter yeast medicine if you want to get started with that, but then get into your gynecologist or a regular doctor and get this thing properly treated, okay? All right.
All righty, we'll speak to Jason. Jason?
Hi.
You're 18. What's up?
I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yep.
I was wondering what the dangers of the nitrous were.
Nitrous oxide, first of all, it's an anesthetic. And for me, if somebody's going to be delivering general anesthesia, I want to have an anesthesiologist around, frankly, myself.
Yeah, you got buddies who can handle it.
Their cardiac rhythm disturbances, sudden death, that kind of thing. People fall down oftentimes and smash themselves up with it. And if you use it regularly, I've seen one case where a guy got psychotic, where he started thinking people were after him, and he developed a psychosis. And the other, a more characteristic syndrome, is a ascending polyneuropathy, where you lose motor function starting in your feet, and then it climbs up all the way to your neck, end up on a ventilator.
But eventually, it goes through your neck, out your head, and hops to the next guy, right, Drew? And you're fine?
Yeah,
isn't that how that works?
So it's a drug of abuse, not so much of addiction, though.
Yeah, nobody gets addicted.
People don't get addicted to this drug.
There's also a characteristic to this drug, which is your teeth hurt. Wait a minute.
What?
That's right. I was at the dentist. That's right. Right. That's right. Jason? Yeah. I've done this myself, you know. Here's the problem.
In the dentist chair, though, right?
Yeah, no, I've done it outside the dentist chair, too, when I was younger. Jason? Yeah, let me tell you a couple of problems. First off, we had a band in here where a couple of guys' friends, I think it was Sugar Ray, a couple of guys' friends.
Well, by the way, they're playing we're having a special House of Blues with them for this website.
Whose website?
Mine.
No.
Yes,
we don't have a website.
Sugar Ray.
But I'll tell you who does have a website, the Bentley Twins, www.bentleytwins.com.
But it's not up right now.
Won't be up for another week, right?
Exactly.
That's right. I'm going to handcuff myself to the computer, and I'm not leaving.
I want to talk this real quick. Cause
wait, let me just... Listen, you whore.
Most important thing.
You whore.
It's getting candy in here.
Well, hold on. I'm trying to tell a story here.
Go ahead.
Drew's got to jump right on in with the plugs. I think it was Sugar Ray, and I think we talked to these guys about this. I think that a couple of their friends were doing nitrous in a cab of a truck, and they just, fell asleep kind of thing, which is easy to do because the stuff puts you to sleep, and you leave the nitrous thing running, and you're asleep, and it just kills you.
Well, that's happened. Also, people have done it while they're swimming. You go to the bottom of the pool, that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you get the nitrous to the bottom?
No.
What do you mean?
There were two guys sitting in inner tubes. This happened in Arcadia here locally. Two guys were doing nitrous in the pool, sitting to they went out, slipped through the tube, went to the bottom. That was it.
Oh,
they're
yeah. Oh, that's a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, your folks are embarrassed. That happens. Hey, what happened to Tim? Sucking on the nitrous in the inner tube and, well.
Not too late.
Yeah, that's Darwin at his best right there. The other thing is, though, and I've seen this happen, is that people take a big draw off this nitrous. They're standing in some guy's garage because some guy swapped a tank from some sort of, medical facility. Everyone's in the garage doing nitrous. Guy takes a big hit, falls over, whacks his head on a rake.
Yes, that's common.
Yeah, I mean, that happens all the time.
Yep.
Okay. Now, if you fell over and hit an inner tube, that'd be fine. See? Yeah, life's so funny that way. Lisa?
Yeah?
You're 16?
Yes.
What's up?
I have a problem. I'm going through this major moral dilemma right now. I don't know if I should make out with my best guy friend because it was said a while ago, but I don't know. My best friend likes him, and I didn't know that until today, and it's set for tomorrow.
Wait, did you say he's your best guy friend?
Yeah.
You say it's set for tomorrow?
Yeah, like we have a date for tomorrow.
A makeout date?
Yeah.
I gotta get one of those.
I need practice. I'm trying to get new boyfriends and stuff. I haven't had action in 2 years.
Jesus Christ.
I'm desperate, and he said he would teach me or whatever, so...
Oh, Lisa.
Hey, Drew, what do you say we meet here early tomorrow night and get a little makeout rehearsal in, huh? Come on, buddy.
Pencil you in.
Lisa?
Yeah?
You haven't gotten action in 2 years, but you're 16.
Yeah, I know, but...
Because you're a zygote.
Yeah, I mean, were you having intercourse 2 years ago?
No.
What were you doing?
I was just making out with people, and I liked it, and I just haven't gotten any more.
Right.
I'm a pretty good girl. I'm just...
Yeah, but this guy's your friend. Do you want to screw around with that friendship?
Well, she likes him.
Oh.
This is an excuse. She's rationalizing. Don't you girls think? I mean, obviously she likes the guy. This is not...
Yeah, it's going to mess the friendship up.
But that's fine. She likes him.
Well, no. She wants to keep him as a friend. It's not worth it.
We have this thing, and it's...
Who cares about the friend stuff? First off, you're 16. Hey, Drew, you hanging out with anyone you knew at 16? No. Not me neither. They're all idiots. Here's what happens. You move away to college, or in my case, you stay, and they all move away to college, and you don't see each other after a while. That's fine. You should have a boyfriend. Forget about the friendship. Maybe he likes you.
And on top of that, her best friend likes the guy.
All right. What I want Lisa to admit is that she likes the guy.
I don't like him, though.
Why would you be using him, considering him a candidate to make out with if you weren't interested in him?
We're using each other. There's like a mutual...
No. You don't want to admit it. If you didn't like him, you wouldn't make out with him.
I think he's attractive.
Now we're getting somewhere.
There's lots of attractive guys out there. Always go with the girlfriend's rule.
Well,
friends always. Guys, there's,
For some reason, I just can't seem to snag a guy. Like, for some reason,
Okay, Lisa, would you just admit to me that you have some interest in this guy?
I find him attractive. That's it, though.
All right. Well, you find him physically attractive, and you like him as a person because you guys are friends.
Yeah.
All right. And I don't think you want to admit you have feelings for anybody, and that's what's made you take this 2-year hiatus. There's something going on with you and guys. You don't want to get close to guys. Where's your dad?
My dad is great. I seriously, there's nothing wrong with him. I love him so much.
Really? When is he paroled?
Where does he live?
He lives in my house. We have a happy family. It might surprise you, but there are such things as those.
All right, why are you so bitter?
I'm not bitter.
Well, what's up? Why are you frightened of men? Why were you making out like some gypsy girl at 14, and now you're 16? It's been 2 years, and you want to use a guy as like a guinea pig to make out with. You can get your tongue back in kissing shape.
Very inexperienced, and
yeah, she's no. Listen, Drew. Oh, hold on a second. Let me yell at my partner. Sorry, you guys have to be here for this, but Drew, I don't know where your head's at. I think it's spinning off in some sort of www land. This is a 6-year-old girl. Says this is a guy. She likes him as a friend. She's attracted to him. She wants to make out with him just so she could get some practice making out. Give me a break. Would you jump in here?
No, I just get desperate from her. She's in a panic that she's not going to be able to be with a guy. And she's really not into this guy, but he is the nearest thing.
Really not into a guy she wants to make out with.
She's ambivalent about it.
She's trying to.
She's panicked. She's absolutely panicked.
I refuse to believe this. Lisa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drew's right.
Why? Okay, what if you guys started making out and you enjoyed it? Then what?
I don't know. I kind of talked to him about that. We, talk to each other every night, and he just kind of was like, well, I can come over to your house Thursday and Friday.
Well, but don't you think there's a strong possibility that you two may start making out and that it may lead to something else that you may...
No. No, not at all.
Well, how about this? Is it worth it to you to get practice, to ruin your friendship with the girlfriend, and to kind of make a little bit of weirdness between you and the guy? I don't think so.
She doesn't know anything about the whole session thing, and I just found out about it today and totally threw me for a loop.
Something's up with those.
Do you at least have any eating problems?
No.
No eating disorder or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I'm a pretty normal person.
Okay. All right, then that's it.
No. I don't believe it. All right, Lisa. I don't believe you. I think you like him.
Don't believe me.
I don't think you want to admit that you have feelings for him because it scares you. Yes, and
I believe you, Lisa.
Now, she's scared of him just like she was scared for the last 2 years of not getting near any guys. Making out hot and heavy at 14 takes a 2-year absence. She's scared of guys.
Yeah, 15 to
14, yeah. What is making out at 14? That's just a bunch of confusion anyways.
You don't think like that. You don't think of getting some at 14.
I like Barbies at 14.
No.
So.
You made out with Barbies?
I didn't like boys.
We liked
we were
Barbies.
We didn't like boys until we were like seniors in high school.
Well,
they were gross. They talked about farting and stuff.
They scared us.
Oh, yeah. I hate those guys. So mature. Drew, where's my ascot and smoking jacket? Hugh will be glad to know that I do the show quite often in pajamas. Drew, please back me up on that.
Oh, you quite off. In fact,
I didn't get because I didn't go home tonight because I was working all day and I came straight out here. But not the silk pajamas that Hugh's been known to don.
Sort of like the street pajamas.
Sweatpants, erection, gravy stain.
Yeah.
Picture those kind of pajamas. Yes, the working man's PJs. Larry?
Yeah?
You're 17?
Yeah, I wanted to ask the twins how they met Hef.
Actually, we met him at the Garden of Eden one night when we were out visiting friends here in Los Angeles because I live in Las Vegas and Mandy was living in Chicago at the time. And we were dancing together and he sent over Heather Kozar, Playmate of the Year, to ask if we would come and have a drink.
And at first we said no. We were kind of just really interested in having a good time, just kind of, doing our own thing. And he was very persistent and he asked a second time. And we figured, well, why the hell not? It's a good story to tell your friends. So we decided to go over and have a drink with him.
We sat down, and I guess it's a little intimidating, and he's a little aggressive. But
he's a perfect gentleman.
Well, wait a minute. Was he aggressive, or was he a perfect gentleman?
He invited us back to have a drink at the mansion, and
I'm sure it was purely innocent, but being from the Midwest and not really being into that whole scene, we just gracefully declined. And I excused myself to use the ladies' room and tried to leave me there, and she said, not without me.
I said, you are not leaving me, so we didn't lie. We just went to a different ladies' room.
Right, we found the front door on the way out to the bathroom.
Oh, you showed him.
No, and then it wasn't even like that. It wasn't.
What happened? I mean,
we were
just very intimidated at first,
But how did he track you down then after that?
He actually had
people find us.
Yeah,
all he knew
people find us.
All he knew was Sandy and Mandy, and one lived in Las Vegas, and the other lived in Chicago, and that we both were college kids, and just people who talked to people who talked to people, and finally one night I was out at a club, about a month later, and I heard people talking that he was looking for these twins, Sandy and Mandy, and I thought it was my friends, just blowing smoke up my butt. And turned out to be true. And the next day was Sunday. The phone rang. I answered it, and he said, "Hi, darling, it's Hugh Hefner." And I thought it was my friend still playing the same joke. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I bet it is." And it turned out to be him. And we called Mandy on three-way.
And she said, "There's somebody on the phone that wants to talk to you." And I'm like, we're always, calling each other, doing stupid stuff. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Who is it? She said, "It's Hugh Hefner." I said, "Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England, whatever, And turned out it was him. He said hello, and he was very polite and invited us to come out to the Midsummer Dreams party 2 years ago. And we came, and
it's all history.
Yeah.
You were in college when you met him?
I'm still in college, yeah.
Where?
UNLV.
And I'm a business major. I just moved out to Los Angeles about a year ago, so I've taken a semester off.
Wow, and, man, but let me just tell you something. If you ever try to get away, he'll find you. That's,
we don't,
you never know.
There's no bathroom.
There's a running joke, no bathroom passes.
And number two, I got 2 TV shows and a radio show. I've never been invited to one of these parties.
Well, maybe if you're nice.
He doesn't know I'm not nice.
Or if you go blonde.
No, he knew who you were. I said, "You're the guy from the mansion." And he goes, "Oh, that guy."
That guy. I've never been. We've done things at the mansion. We had a man show.
An original Loveline.
An original launch party for Loveline
before Fox.
Yeah, this was way back when, like 4 years ago. We had a man show. Press party there, I think. We're doing a man show. I think we're shooting a wraparound sort of compilation show, but I've never been in the house. Hugh doesn't let me in the house. Once in a while I see him peeking out of a window with what looks like a hunting rifle. But I'm always standing out by the koi pond in the back, or getting dry humped by an ostrich or whatever he has running around those grounds. I never actually get in the house. And then whenever we have celebrities on this show, I always tell us about how great the mansion is, and the PJ party was great, and everything's great. And here we are, Drew, on Loveline. We don't get invited to one of Hef's many parties. Well, that's it.
Most people don't get in the house. Usually the parties, it's just you can go downstairs where the great hall is, and that's where you dance and like the dining
I don't even
area.
get in that part.
But you can't get upstairs. No one gets upstairs.
I don't get near the staircase. That's what I'm saying. I walk from the driveway
out in the yard part.
I go around. I stand by a bar that is built like a barbecue. It's got bricks and rocks in it. I get drunk, and then I walk back out and get in the car again. That's what I do, and I chase the birds around a little when I get drunk.
Be nice. Your own party. Be nice, and maybe that'll change.
All right, well, it's all going to change tonight. We're going to take ourselves a little break, and we'll be back with Manny and Sandy after this. 105. It's Loveline, Madam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. That's Sandy punching her microphone. Am I right? Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Forget about the tax number. Manny and Sandy are both here. They're twins. They're the Bentley twins. www.bentleytwins.com and .net, and it won't be up for another week. But write that down, and 1 week from today, check them out. Also, you can check them out in the May edition. May, where all the real good-looking chicks. That's always the hot issue, the May issue. Everybody.
It's been in your honor all these years. Strangely enough.
It has been dedicated to me every year. Ashley?
Hi.
All right, you're 17. What's up?
Yes. Every time that I have intercourse with my boyfriend, like, it hurts. And it's been really hurting, like, lately with, like, the past 2 days.
Are you on any medication?
No, I'm not.
At what point does it hurt?
Like, when he just, like, sticks it in, and it feels okay when he, like, stays deep, but it hurts when he, like, pulls out and stuff. And then I go pee after it, and it just, like, burns really bad.
Mm-hmm. Any discharge or anything like that later?
Like, I don't know, like, sometimes, yeah, there is discharge, actually.
How come you haven't seen a doctor about this?
Huh?
How come you haven't gone to see a doctor about this?
Because I don't know, I just figured it would go away.
Okay, well, it's not going to go away, and it's something the doctor definitely needs to look at, okay?
Well, this hotshot's problem is he's moving around.
You guys using a condom?
When I have sex, I don't move. I just get in there, and then I fall asleep. Yeah, no wonder. Yeah, I mean, obviously this is happening. He's moving.
What are you guys doing for birth control?
I haven't gotten on it yet.
And you're not using a condom?
No, we are.
So it could be some kind of reaction to the condom, I suppose. And it's not so likely. Has he had any sort of indiscretion without a condom?
Yeah, we have, like, he's never, like...
No. Drew, please, don't use grown-up words. Has he banged around with anyone else?
No.
No, but has he not used a condom on you occasionally?
Well, I thought you meant, you said indiscretion. I thought you meant...
with the condom, with any imperfect use of the condom. He just
I thought you meant he'd screwed around on her and brought something back to the nest.
Which he may have too.
Hey, Ashley, what about lubrication?
Yeah, we have.
You using some of that stuff there? Yeah.
Okay, well, look, you're old enough to be sexually active, so you've got to take the medical responsibility associated with being sexually active. You can get cervical cancer, you can get infections.
Do you think it's anything like that?
I think it may well be an infection. That's a possibility. So that needs to be checked out.
Do you think it'll be cervical cancer?
Nope.
No?
Cervical cancer doesn't really have any symptoms until way late in the game.
All right, but hold on.
But
if that's going to stop you from going to the gynecologist, then it may be cervical cancer.
It definitely is. But beginning to have sex at an early age, having multiple partners, having HPV or warts, those are the things that put... What's that?
First guy that I've ever met.
I understand, but those are the things that put people at risk. But look, if you're sexually active, you've got to get a pap smear every year. That's that. And you should be getting on some birth control pill.
All right, but listen.
Or some kind of birth control.
All right. You guys didn't like boys until you're seniors in high school?
No. Not really. No.
Really? Oh, my God.
Because guys were always so aggressive with us. We developed early, so it was like we were totally turned off by it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you got boobs and you look good and all that kind of stuff at a young age. So a lot of guys were coming on to you.
And
got turned off.
So guys are usually intrigued by pairs a little bit, so they were always kind of interested and inquisitive.
Yeah.
So I
don't want to burst your twin bubble, but you guys would do okay on your own, too. You realize you ever just split up?
Yeah, we lived in different states.
Yeah, I'm sure there's guys around there interested.
It's more fun when we're together, though. We like to play games. Yeah.
Yeah, you ever do that thing, where you're dating one guy and he thinks you're dating her and she's dating you, and you ever do that swappy thing?
No, we confuse stuff all the time.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Let me explain what's going on with that. It's not that he's confused, it's that he doesn't care.
No, he
he
just
does
goes
care.
he just goes, listen, I don't know. Just bring it on.
Needs cataract repair.
He
maybe it is
knows
cataract.
once he talks to us, it's just at first glance.
No, he knows who you are. I'm just saying, it doesn't matter. Just, you're both beautiful.
Well, it's half the fun.
Yeah. Listen, I don't mean to take this in a bad way. I just wouldn't care. You could swap around your names, say you were so indifferent, wouldn't matter. I'd take you anyway.
That's what a sweet talker twin, Adam.
I was
way to go, pal.
I look at you
He's
as
coming to the party. I can feel it.
I'd give you one universal name. I'd call you
Smandy.
Smandy. There you go. Thank you very much. I'd call you
We got called
Smandy.
that in high school.
They just call each one of you Smandy.
No, the teachers would just say Smandy because they couldn't figure out which was which.
Oh my
and we'd
God!
answer.
You must have given your dad fits.
He was extremely overprotective.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Could you imagine having these two running around in high school? I'd chain you to the radiator in the basement. I wouldn't let you out of the house.
Oh, we snuck out.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I would know what to do.
She was really bad. I took the heat for all. I got boy crazy first.
Oh my God!
And I stayed home and jumped from bed to bed and ran from the bedroom and said, pretending she was the other. And then I ran to my room. I'm asleep. That was one of the good points. I could sneak out and she'd get checked first to make sure that she was in bed, and then she'd go and run in my bed and pull the covers over, and he'd think that I was sleeping.
I kill myself now.
I remember high school too, putting a pillow and blanket under the cover so it looked like I was sleeping, sneaking out the window, climbing down the trellis, going into the yard, masturbating, and then climbing back into my bed. You remember that, Drew?
When you used to do that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't know. You're right.
Why wouldn't you just stay inside?
No, you're right. I should have just masturbated.
He wanted to
I feel like an idiot
He was having a rendezvous with his
You just wanted to sneak out like everybody
I
else.
told my hand to meet me in the gazebo. Shh, my precious, don't talk. It's a full moon. You can see my other hand. You guys should make friends. Okay. Want to take a little break. Hugh is, the great Hugh Hefner is going to come in here and hang out with us after this. It's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Mandy and Sandy, the Bentley twins, have joined us tonight. You can find them on their website, www.bentleytwins.com and .net, starting in 1 week, mind you, and also in the upcoming May issue of Playboy. Hef has been kind enough to come join us in the studio now, and I want to thank you for coming in first off. Secondly, Hef invited me to his pajama birthday party. That is going to be good. That is.
And by the way, Hef, the way he responded, I know it didn't look like much, but that is overt enthusiasm. That is like abject joy coming out of Adam. That, hey, all right.
Well, I was overwhelmed. It's like when a fan meets their celebrity they've idolized for so many years. They always say something stupid, or they're sort of stunned, or they have that deer in the headlights thing. That's all that was, Hef. Do not mistake it for anything else. I was shocked and pleased all at the same time. And truthfully, as a guy growing up in the San Fernando Valley and looking at Playboys, not only looking at Playboys, but as I was telling a friend of mine the other day,
Studying.
not only studying, scouring houses for Playboys. When I used to babysit, I was always sure there's a Playboy in every house somewhere. The point is when you're 13 and you're babysitting, you have about 4.5 hours to find that Playboy. I would go through the house like a SWAT team. And like when the ATF raids a house and they're looking,
tears things open.
Yeah, I'd take a stiletto, tearing open pillows, throwing feathers all over the place, pulling paintings off the wall and slashing them, looking everywhere. Then usually in the bathroom underneath the sink is where I'd find.
What you know is I've coached Hef on radio.
Find the Playboy. You have?
He's got the head nod down. He's got everything, all the Pinsky.
Yeah, it's got everything, including the Pinsky move where his headset is facing the wrong way. There you go. You're doing a wonderful job coaching there, Drew.
Is mic working? Yeah, a second.
How's that going? Give that a little test there. Yeah. He also knows the Dr. Drew School of Radio, which is head nodding.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yes, but I want to thank you for the invite, and I guess my question for you is How involved are you on the daily operation of the magazine and all the other entities of Playboy, the Empire?
The magazine end and the creative end of the company, very active every day.
And every month when they're deciding on a playmate or a pictorial, you're in there looking at the pictures.
I'm the guy.
That's the final say.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. I know your daughter Christy, right, has been doing a lot and has been doing a lot with that, but the buck still stops with you, right?
Well, she runs the business end, and I run the editorial and creative end.
And has there ever been a playmate in all the years? And is it 40? How many years is it now?
About 42.
42 years. Has there ever been a playmate that got past you? I mean, one that was in that you didn't want in, or that you were so about, or you got bullied into putting in?
Well, I passed on all of them, so I approve on them, but some of them.
So anyone who's naked in that magazine has to go through you.
Certainly the pictures, yes.
Right. And half of them themselves, but the pictures, certainly.
Mm-hmm.
I was approached a couple of, about a year and a half ago, I think, to pick my favorite playmate. Remember that? Drew in the back. I guess it's something you guys started some years ago. I don't believe it's too many years, where a celebrity, or in my case, a pseudo-celebrity, picks out the favorite playmate of your and puts them in there. I went with Patty Farinelli because she was big busted, Italian, and I remember her from high school. And Drew, we've spoken about this. I believe that there's something about Playboy, and especially the high school years, or the years between maybe 15 and 20, where those women are etched into your psyche and into your brain.
It's a part of the rite of passage, I think, from adolescence into adulthood, and you hold those images forever.
Yeah, it's really strange that if I could get my hands on Patty Farinelli, it would be the greatest day of my life. But it's like the songs that you listen to back there. You swear are the best songs ever made, or the movies that you saw. You swear the best movies you've ever seen. It's all part of that weird part. It's that part of your life where your brain is still a little bit soft.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the theme from Taboo 2. This is my favorite porn movie. Came out in probably 79, and that's etched in there, too. All right, I'm going to attack the twins if you keep playing that. So I'll stop that.
That's why I'm here.
Someone's got to get in between us. All right. Hef, now you heard me begging on the air for this man show bit where I'm looking at the Playboy, admiring the beautiful women inside the Playboy, fantasizing about, like every young man does, about one day being with this playmate. Do you have a great objection to this? We've been having some difficulty trying to work this out.
I don't think it's a big problem in the concept. There may be a problem in terms of the environment. I think you're playing it all out in the toilet. I know. Maybe a little problem there.
I know, and that's the problem that the Playboy people have had with the bit. And you'll be glad to know, Hef, that your folks are doing their work. Man, are they doing their job. We talked to them 15 times.
They said, come out of the toilet.
We had a yes, and then our a-hole legal department went and said, I'm going to kill these Stone Stanley guys. You know how our company works. We had a guy from Playboy, and you're lucky because I can't remember his name because you probably fire him as soon as you got back. But he said, listen, we love you guys over at the Man Show. We've done stuff with you guys before. This is great. Go right ahead. Do it. Use the Playboy. Knock yourselves out. It'll be fine. Then our legal department sent him a letter, which they do once in a while, which is basically, do you know what they're doing? Then they get hold of the letter and go, oh, my God, this is what they're doing? And then they came back to us and said, Hef doesn't like stuff to go on in the bathroom. Unacceptable. But it's an homage, is what I'm saying, Hef. And there's no reaching for toilet paper or any of that kind of stuff. I'm just fantasizing in the bathroom about the young lady. She pops into the bathroom. My fantasies come true, and then all of a sudden the mood is broken by the foul odor of the bathroom, and she storms out.
Just change your colostomy bag or something, Adam?
Nope.
It doesn't have to be a bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
It's a very good
hospital
alternative.
getting prepped for some procedure.
Yeah, but Hugh, seriously, I hate to put you on the spot, but is it out of the question that we do this?
Well, I think that you have to you have to rework your plot a little bit. We don't mind those fantasy notions, but I think you have to move away from the toilet humor.
But then that's the joke.
The toilet environment and the toilet humor.
She lands in the bathroom, and that's all right. All right.
If you made it in like a bedroom and just made it like that he accidentally had passed gas or something.
All right, Hugh. What do you think?
We'll have to work on that too.
It's better than the bathroom.
Well, we're not hearing any noises or anything. I'm just sort of sitting there passing the day reading the fine publication Playboy. That's all. All right. I can see Hugh's half, I should say, is a fairly tough nut to crack. I'll have to work on him a little more.
Why, like a dark guy with a very big willy?
Oh, that was Caprice.
Yeah.
Wow. I bet you didn't know that about it.
I guess not. I don't think you mentioned that in the tutorial.
I know things like
Janet?
Yeah.
You're 15. What is up?
Well, I met my boyfriend a couple years ago.
I'm sorry?
I met my boyfriend a couple years ago.
She met him.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been together for a year and a half. And, well, we love each other very much. And apparently, I had a kind of a checkered past.
What does that mean?
Like, I was with other guys and I didn't tell him until just recently.
What do you mean with them?
Like, I didn't have sex with them, but I, did things with them.
While you were dating this guy?
No.
Before.
But I didn't tell him until just a couple, maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah.
That bother him?
Yeah.
It's
a lot.
At that age.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
What?
How old is he now?
He's 17.
Yeah. Perfect for that to be bothered by this stuff.
All right. So, he probably coaxed it out of you, too, right?
Mm.
He wanted to know?
Yeah. And, I had told him that I hadn't done anything, and I lied to him, and then I told him that I did, because I told him what happened. I told him, everything I did.
Right.
And he kind of freaked out.
Yeah.
And, now we're practically destroyed our entire relationship now.
But listen, he was looking to freak out.
Yeah.
I mean, why else would he push so hard for this information?
Well, because he knew I was lying to him.
Yeah, but why does he care? You know what I'm saying? And I know he's saying, oh, it's not that you're with guys, it's that you lied, but that's a whole load of crap.
Well, because, I was thinking that, if he loved me as much as he said he did, he would be able to get over it.
That's correct. He'd forgive.
But,
forgive what?
If it bothered him, he'd go over it.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid to lose him.
Yeah, but...
Well, of course, you're 15, and these relationships are very intense, but they essentially always come to a close. It sounds like this one has run its course. It really does.
Yeah, if you're with the same woman you were with when you were 15, no.
Probably not.
Never went. Janet?
Yeah.
All right. I know it's painful. I know you're confused. I know you're caught in the midst of this. It's one of these things where it sort of will take care of itself. If he loved you like he says he did, then he'll get past this, and you guys will have a relationship. And if he can't get past it, it means he didn't love you the way he said he did. All right. That's true. That's good enough. She bought that, didn't she? Janet, you bought that, didn't you? All right. I know how guys are at 17. I know the games they play, and I know what they do to themselves. And we've all done it. I don't know what it is about guys. They get that, and it somehow goes away when you get older.
Yeah, the testosterone levels start dropping.
What's that?
He's torturing himself right now.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
Hurting her.
But it's like when you have a loose tooth and it hurts, and you can't stop playing with it with your tongue. You know what I mean? You keep screwing around with it, and he kept going at her for the information.
I swear it is the brain effects of testosterone that makes guys like that. It's a territorial thing that they've got to know where their boundaries are and what they've got territory over, and then they can't handle it when they find out.
Oh, thank God I'm now producing estrogen. Life is... it is so much easier. It is so much easier. And Drew's been nicer to me. I think it's a pheromone thing. He smells it on me, especially when we're around the period. Virginia?
Yeah.
You're 14. What's up?
Oh, 14.
Oh, I'm sorry.
19.
I was looking the wrong way. You're 19.
Yeah. I had called in a while ago. I talked to Drew about a month ago. I talked to him. I had woken up with the right side of my body numb.
Right. Yeah, and a headache? Was that you?
I've had migraines in the past.
Okay, we thought maybe this was a migraine thing.
The emergency room told me it was stress.
Okay.
The neurologist that you told me to see a neurologist.
Yep.
And they said it was a migraine.
Migraine, good. Okay.
Okay, but this was back in October, that the incident happened, and I still have a different sensation in the right side of my body.
Well, migraines can actually, and I don't want you to freak out about this, but it can disturb brain function. It's basically a restriction of blood supply to that part of the brain that is responsible for feeling. And when the blood comes back in, that's usually when the headache occurs. And that restrictive phenomenon can cause damage. Not such damage that you'd have difficulty thinking or reasoning or change in personality, but certainly you could have these sorts of symptoms you're describing.
Hello?
No, boy.
Did you hear any of that?
Hello?
Hey, Virginia?
Yeah.
Hey, put the phone on your good ear. Tell her that again.
It went away.
Okay, but it's part of the effects of migraine, and you do need to talk to your neurologist about this. It's what makes it so important that you control these migrainous phenomena.
Okay, and how do I do that?
They didn't put you on any medication for it?
She said to come back in 4 months, that she sees it all the time.
That's right, but you got to talk to her about the fact that there's persistent symptoms, and they may put you on something called a beta blocker or a calcium blocker to prevent headaches. They might give you Imitrex or Zomig or Moxol.
Yeah, but does that stuff kill the pain, or does it actually stop the migraine?
It changes the nature of it changes the pain, and it probably changes the vascular activity.
So if there's damage done by severe migraine, it could be headed off by taking this medication.
Certain medicines, yes.
And are you more apt to do damage to yourself if you have this at a younger age than in your 40s or something?
Yeah, and she should not be on the birth control pill. Should not be. This is, for me, the one circumstance where you would not put somebody on birth control pill.
Why?
Because it could make that a lot worse.
The migraines or the medication?
The migraine.
Jake?
Yeah?
You're 14.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, first I'd like to say, Adam, you rule.
Thank you.
You're the coolest. And Sandy and Mandy, you guys are hot.
Thank you.
Okay. So
What's Hef over here? Chopped liver?
He's the man, right?
Yeah, he's back. Okay. Okay.
Hold on, Hef, that's good.
He knows. He's tight.
That was like 22 skidoo.
Okay. I'm like...
sorry, just kidding. I'm still going to the party, though, right? Listen, I know we don't have to talk at the party. I know it's going to be embarrassing. All right, Jake, what is up?
Okay. I'm by, and I was hanging out with my girlfriend at her house, and she went out to the drugstore to pick up something for her dad. I don't remember. I think it was...
Vicodin.
I don't know. It was toothpicks or something. I don't remember. But her and me and her cousin, started messing around. He's a guy. And then she came home, and we were sort of
You want to teach Hef how to gamble?
What?
No, I'm sure he doesn't have time for that. But Jake.
Yeah?
What's up with you? You're messing around with the cousin while the girlfriend was picking up at the pharmacy.
She walked in.
Yeah.
And, she got pissed at me.
Yeah.
And she dumped me, basically.
Yeah. All right, good.
But then 2 days later, I've called her other cousin, that cousin's sister, and it turns out that it's actually her step cousin, and she's going out with him now. And I don't know what I should do.
All right. Well, you successfully found a family that's more screwed up than your own, which is probably not easy, but you found the needle in the haystack, Jake. Now listen to me, you screwball. I don't know what's up with you. I don't know what happened to you, but you're 14 years old, and you're acting like a sailor on leave. You understand?
Yeah.
Now what's up with you?
What happened?
What happened to you?
Nothing.
Now, what's going on with that family of yours?
Nothing.
Seriously, Jake, we know something's up. Now, what happened?
Nothing that I know of.
Huh?
I don't know.
Do you have any weird uncles?
No.
Come on, tell us the truth.
Well, okay, when I was 6, my brother, who was 4 years older than me, wanted me to give him suck on his...
All right. Who got your brother?
What?
Who got at your brother, you think?
I don't know.
But somebody obviously abused him too. Was there physical abuse in the family?
No.
Just the brother. Was your brother disturbed in other ways? Was he a behavior problem?
Not really.
Just this one way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did this happen more than once?
No. That once and like not more than that.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
Nothing happened with peers or anything like that a little later?
Well,
8, 9?
Well, okay. I went on a camping trip.
Oh, that's it. You don't even say anymore. You go camping, everything, all bets are off.
How old were you?
You go camping, it's like going to international waters.
How old were you?
It's nothing but sexual abuse going on in this campground.
Okay.
How old were you, Jake, at that point?
I was 10.
10. So that's where it came back again, right? How old was the person that abused you?
How old are they? 10 also.
10, another 10-year-old.
When you went camping with this person?
Yeah.
Was it a friend of yours?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so listen, Jake, you've had a bunch of stuff happen to you, and it's kind of it's bent your antenna a little bit. You're a little bit confused. You're acting out.
Yeah.
You're not quite sure what direction to go in.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to get yourself into trouble, and you're going to get yourself more confused if you just keep sort of acting out.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think you need to slow down and get a little therapy or read a book or find Jesus Christ or something like that.
Okay.
And just slow down.
Okay.
I mean, maybe you're bi, maybe you're gay, maybe you're straight, maybe you're everything, but you're 14.
And whatever's going on
You don't need to
now
know.
is from having been abused when you were younger. It's not a accident that we knew that history was there.
I think it's perfectly normal for you to be as curious as you are about, what you want to do, but you're just making bad choices.
Yes, yes. And everyone who calls this show that's in this position thinks they're going to clear up the mystery if they just go out and sort of sample the buffet. But it doesn't work. It makes you more confused.
Makes it worse.
Hey, when you're 24 maybe, but at 14 it doesn't...
no, that's pathology.
It doesn't work. Yeah. Hugh, you knew you were heterosexual... I should say half. He told me to call him half. His friends.
Well, he said his friend called half at the beginning of the segment. Might be Hugh again.
Oh, all right. I was just told.
We know each other.
We got to fix Hef's mic. Yeah, we're tight. All right, I'm going to work on Hef during the break about why the bathroom is funny, and we'll be back with Hef and the twins after this. All right, well, bad news. My car was stolen, so I got to ride home with Hef tonight. It's tragic. Mandy and Sandy are both here, the Bentley twins. They can be found 1 week from today, by the way, on www.bentleytwins.com and .net. Also, you can find them in the upcoming issue of the May edition of Playboy magazine. Hugh Hefner's are also one of our guests tonight. I call him Hef because we're now tight. I just got myself a phone call from Daniel Kellison, the executive producer of The Man Show, and he reminded me to remind Hef that we were working on shooting one of our fabulous Man Show best of spectaculars. We're doing 2. One we're doing in Maui because we can, and the other one we would love to do at the Playboy Mansion sometime in May, and we would love it if Hef had a part in it as well, just made an appearance or a cameo. It's basically we just take all our best of moments from the last season, and then Jimmy and I sit around and reminisce and string them together. Hef, does that sound out of the question?
I think that certainly has a lot more possibilities than something in the toilet.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go to the bathroom unless I would go right out in the yard. And look at Drew, Hef, you got to work those cans out.
You share this mic.
Oh, does that mic still not work right? Oh, that's what I love about this dump. What's with you? Hef, let me ask you. I know the twins are originally from Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
yes. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I know you were based in Chicago and all that. I just sort of assumed you were from Chicago, but where are they from?
No, that's where I was born and raised.
Oh, it is?
Chicago. I'm a Chicago boy.
Oh, God. Yeah. We're just telling the twins how much we love Chicago ourselves. Hey, do you get back there a lot?
Not a lot, but it's it's a very good town.
We're going back soon.
Yeah. And we are going back. Yeah.
Does Playboy have holdings in Chicago as well? I mean, is there a Chicago office?
That's our headquarters.
Oh, I thought
the Playboy headquarters is still in Chicago.
Oh, I thought everyone had picked up and moved in the big building up on Sunset. I always thought.
We have offices in New York and Los Angeles, but headquarters is Chicago.
How could I get my hands on some of those old, like I said, like we talked about earlier, for me, my Playboy wheelhouse was probably 79 through maybe 84. Those were the salad days. More like the salad dressing days, actually, for a little creamy ranch. But those were my years for Playboy. And if I could get my hands on some of those old Playmate. If I get my penis, on some of those old Playmate videos from that era, I would go berserk. I really would. I would have there would be a party in my underpants. And it'd be like Mardi Gras. Every time I drop my pants, you'd hear cheering and confetti flying around. Where do I get my hands on those things? Because once in a while I go to a video store and I see Playboy calendar, video calendar and that kind of stuff, but it never goes back that far.
I think that the video didn't begin until the early 80s or the very late 70s.
Right.
I think,
I'm saying I got to get a hold of those. I got to get like 79 and 80 and 81. How do I get something like that?
Well, you check through, the Playboy store on Playboy.com.
Oh, really?
That's a computer. Or the catalog. Playboy collectibles are,
Here's what I'm asking.
Big, growing thing.
What do you got in the car?
What do I got in the car?
I mean, have anything in the car, something rolling around the trunk, Patty Farinelli? I don't mean herself, but I mean any pornography out in the car, anything I could look at.
Stuff in here with me.
Oh, this is great. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, ladies. No old stuff floating around.
Nothing is better than the VCR. No. Unfortunately, the reality doesn't compare.
You guys are great.
It's a rewind and fast forward. And your favorite part?
You guys are solid, but it's just not the real thing.
There's no mute button.
That's what I'm saying. Actually, there's no slow motion. All right, I'm going to get... So if I go on the website of Playboy.com, I can... one could order, like, archival things?
Yes. There's a portion of the Playboy website that is related to catalog stuff from the past, and there's also a section where Playboy fans trade material and sell material.
Collections.
Yeah, there's a whole Playboy collectible thing.
Well, on one hand, I'd be really happy to get my hands on something like that. On the other hand, I wouldn't trust a man who traded away a Patty Farinelli video. You know what I'm saying? I might take a swing at him. I'd wonder what was up with him. All right, we'll hop back on the phones and speak to Leon, who's 19. Leon?
Everybody?
Yeah, there's nobody named Leon anymore.
Actually, that's true. Except for Leon Trotsky.
What's going on, Leon?
Dr. Drew, I've been having tremors. I think it's in the middle of the street one day. I was just walking down the street one day, and I was going to school, and I just had these incredible tremors, and I saw red, and my retina, I could see like the tree of the veins inside my retina.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, and these black spots were coming out of like the sky, and they were raining down on me, and then I woke up and I was like looking upwards at the sky.
That's what it'd be like for me if I could get my hands on one of those old videos.
So you passed out?
I basically passed out, yes.
Did you have a seizure?
No, I don't remember having a seizure, but bystanders said that I was staggering, and then I fell to the ground.
Are you taking drugs?
Yeah.
What are you taking?
For my life. Methamphetamines.
Oh, gosh.
No?
There you go.
All bets are off here. It could have been a seizure. It could have been a stroke.
And basically, I have a library, an archive of Playboy, and I'd just like to say I am humbled to be in the presence of greatness.
Really?
Hefner.
Leon, you got to deal with your addiction, pal. This is how...
I love your work.
All right, but listen, Screwball.
Okay.
Could have been a rhythm disturbance a heart rhythm disturbance.
I love your work too, Dr. Drew.
Stay with me, pal.
No, I mean...
Hang on.
Hold. Okay. You keep talking, Joe.
Could have been a heart rhythm disturbance. Could have been a small stroke. Could have been a seizure. These are all things that can kill you related to speed use. Methamphetamine is a very tough drug to stop. You've got to get into some treatment.
Hold on a second. I'm just playing a angle here.
She's still talking.
Hey, Leon, listen. I want you to get help. I want you to go into rehab. I want you to get off the meth.
Okay, what would you...
But listen. hold on. Listen to me. Listen. If something should happen to you, can I have the Playboy stuff? Huh?
Well, yeah, I've
all right. That's all I needed to get to. Oh, man. All right, listen, Leon, speed is the ugliest of drugs. Listen, I'm a pretty liberal guy. I don't mind people doing certain things. Guy wants to smoke a little weed on his own time. That's his business, or have a drink, or whatever the hell he wants to do. But I'm telling you, speed is evil. Do not get involved with that if you're listening. All right, even if you're not listening. Steve?
Hey, what's up?
You're 18.
Yep.
What's up?
I just wanted to talk to Hugh, tell him what a great fan I am. I think he's a great man.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and actually I was wondering what it's like to have 3 girlfriends.
Very nice.
Hey, what'd you expect? Hell? It's like having a sharp steel prods rammed into your liver. What do you think it's like, Steve?
I was hoping for some more detail.
Well, I think we're best friends, and what makes it very, very, very special is not the number. It's
connection.
Yes.
People are making it very complex. Just imagine being around 3 of the people that you love the most.
That's
Everyone's
correct.
having a great time, enjoying life, being 21, being, for him, 21 for the second time. We're all
and
having
making
a
me
great
21,
time.
that's right.
There's no juice to it. So.
Yes.
Yeah, I just think you're a very lucky man.
I am a very lucky man.
Yeah.
Well,
much blessed.
It doesn't have that much to do with luck, Steve. The man's worked hard. He's built himself a empire.
Very charming.
Now he's, oh, yes. And listen, good looking, too.
Yeah.
I really, I'm not normally sexually drawn to men.
You're trying anything, aren't you? Congratulations, Steve.
That was a big breakthrough here tonight.
I'll tell you, I hang around a lot of guys that they're not gay, and they'd probably make fun of me if that was the direction I went. But if I told them it was with half, they'd probably go, "Okay, all right, okay, all right." Yeah, there's a certain strategy there.
Yes,
You get to live in the house.
I think I can see through that.
And in the grotto. Just a little maintenance with a half. Yeah, that's good. You get to go to the PJ party. Seriously, half on those PJ parties, it just popped in my head. I know this sounds like a joke question, but I'm really deadly serious about this. Guys wearing pajamas, beautiful women running around in negligee.
You wear a talk stroke, huh?
Yes, do you have to?
He saw the question
You have to
coming.
duct tape the penis to the inner thigh or something. I mean, aren't there guys walking around with tents coming out of their pants?
Well, let's put it this way: if that's where you're looking, I think that you probably have a problem at the party.
You're gonna have a dull night.
Yeah, but once, all right, but you get some of these NBA stars over to the mansion. They're 8 feet tall. You walk, Artie Johnson gets poked in the eye. I don't know who the hell. Do you have a guest list of people, celebrities from the 60s, from the 70s? I mean, the names that have come through that mansion that have attended the parties over the years, some in different stages of their careers. I mean, think about how interesting that is. A guy who was on top doing a TV show of the 70s, career's going great. You've never heard his name because that was his one good year.
Gabe Kaplan.
Gabe Kaplan or Yakov Smirnoff or something came by in 78, 79. Or conversely, other guys who were sort of on the way up turned out to go through the roof. I mean, are there any names of any guys? And what's been the most consistent guest over the years? Is it like a James Caan, or is it someone like that? I mean, who is that short list of guys who've been attending for 20 years?
Well, in terms of friends over many, many years, sure, it would be Tony Curtis and Jimmy Caan and Robert Culp and, a lot of, I think friendship is part of what my life has been all about. Mine was the house when I was a kid where the kids came to play. Right. And that is still true today.
Oh, man. That is very eloquent. Very eloquent. Well, I'm going to that party. I am. I'm wearing my PJs and I'm doing some playing. Drew, we're making out in the grotto. I don't care what your wife says.
A date to make out.
That's right.
You made fun of somebody this evening for that.
I'm going to practice. That's right. Carly?
Yeah.
You're 23.
Yeah. Good evening.
Hey.
Hey. Okay. I'm really nervous. I've never spoken to anybody famous before. Basically, I've been having
I always suffered from nightmares, but it's gotten worse, and it's really weird, but I dream of the devil, and he hurts me, and he kills me, and he goes after my family, and every time I try to...
Is it always in dreams you don't believe this sort of thing is happening when you're awake?
I'm not really religious or anything. I believe in God.
Do you see things or hear things when you're awake?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So is it a reoccurring thing about the devil?
It's not, I don't have the same dream every day, but I do have these dreams every day.
Do you get up and...
Hold on a second. You don't dream the same thing every day, but you have this dream every day?
I don't dream the same dream every day, but...
Same theme every day.
Exactly, the same theme.
Do you scream out in your sleep? Do you yell in your sleep or anything like that? Do you sit up and scream?
I do. I wake up crying. When yesterday in my dream, the devil took my hand, and all of a sudden the end of the world came. And
Did you have some sort of major trauma in your life when you were growing up?
Yeah.
What happened?
Molested by Satan?
What happened?
What happened?
Right now I'm a heroin addict.
No, well,
basically, I was a model, singer, actress, and everything, and now all those jobs have been gone. Now I'm living in a one-bedroom apartment that I'm sharing with a person I just met.
What was the major trauma that you were referring to?
Well, like I said, I'm a heroin addict.
I understand. What was the major trauma you went through growing up?
So my father committed suicide.
Did you witness that?
No, but my father was basically all I really had.
Where's your mother?
My family doesn't speak to me anymore because...
Where was your mother?
Where was my mother? My father actually was in California. My mother they were in Michigan.
But how is it...
She's not tracking.
Listen, you didn't have contact with your mother growing up?
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, I lived with my mother. I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
Okay, and you didn't get along well with your mother?
Oh, no, we got along great, but because of this, because her big honor roll student turned drug addict, she doesn't want anything to do with me.
Dad was an alcoholic?
No.
Mom?
No.
Carly.
Someone did something. Come on.
No, seriously. The only thing, my father, he was addicted to painkillers.
Okay, all right.
Well, that's
the same thing.
When Drew, I got to make it clear. When Drew says alcoholic, he doesn't mean necessarily consuming alcohol, but he means that the person has a biological predisposition to get hooked on a substance.
And that puts him on risk for opiates and pot and everything else. So.
Yeah, but you got to understand, though, when I was little, he just did, he took his painkillers, his Demerol stuff, but when I was little, I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, but you got the gene.
And it doesn't, you inherited the gene, and that's what sets you up. B, you model the behavior. And C, having a parent that is detached because they are on drugs is an abandonment. They are completely unavailable to you in the emotional way that children need in order to nurture their growth and development.
Trust me, yeah, I know. All
right, so listen, Carly, you got to get off the heroin, and then we can worry about weaning you away from the devil. Do they have a 12-step plan for Satan, Drew?
Strangely, he probably will vanish if she gets off the heroin. Carly, you got to go somewhere and get treated. That's it. There's no two ways about this.
Yep. There you go.
That's it. You have to deal with this. You have a fatal disease. It needs to be treated.
That I do understand. I just wanted to ask one question. Is that okay? For Hugh, whose idea was it to have Darva Conger, to want on Darva Conger on that magazine?
Who? Darva Conger.
Who's Darva Conger? Darva.
Curious.
Well, I think that there are many roads to celebrity these days, and I think that that's one of the curious ones. And there is, I think that she has expressed some interest in being a Playboy. I think we're talking to her.
All right. Hey, Carly?
Please get treatment. You've got to go.
Yeah, don't worry about other stuff other than you getting off heroin, all right?
Trust me, I'm either going to jail tomorrow or I'm going...
All right. Well, that would be good for you, quite frankly.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
no, jail could save your life. Scott Weiland, who I ran into the other day, that saved his life.
Temple Pilots.
Yeah.
Hell, I have a friend who was going crazy on crack, and he went to jail for 8 months or whatever. It saved his life. It really did. That's the only part about putting drug addicts in prison that I like. I don't believe that you should be put in prison for doing drugs, but on the other hand, there's people out there, it saves their lives. They're absolutely out of control. Hef, do you have a son, by the way? We hear about your daughter, but do you have a son?
I have a son from my first marriage and two boys from my more recent marriage.
Wow. Oh, yeah, well, of course it will. Yes, well, those bastards. Do you need a fourth? Not a full-time thing.
I understand. You're looking for a little adoption here?
Well, listen, here's the deal. I know we're running late for a commercial break, but I'm a good carpenter, and I know you live in a big spread, and they're probably sticking it to you with these guys working on it, doing shoddy work, skimming off the top. I'd give it all up. I'd move into one of the smaller rooms. Maybe not your room at first. Just
I appreciate
one of the smaller rooms. I mean, one of the cottages out back with one of the pinball machines in it. Shack up there and just become like the maintenance guy. I'd give it all up. I really would, Drew. Wouldn't that be great?
Hey, I know you're serious, too.
Goddamn right I'm serious. It'd be the greatest life ever. I'd laugh like a hyena every morning when I woke up. All right. We'll just take ourselves a break. But could you picture me, Drew? Bronze, muscles rippling from my... all right. Hairy, pasty and white?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there you go.
With a tool thing off your waist.
Chasing a peacock, trying to rape it.
Your butt crack.
That's right. Picking up the playmates with low self-esteem. That'd be me. I'd be the go-to guy for them. All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. We'll be back with Mandy and Sandy, and, of course, Hef after this. Well, here we are. A little more love line to go. Mandy and Sandy are our guests tonight. They're the Bentley twins. You can find them 1 week from today on their website, www.bentleytwins.com and .net. Also find them in the May edition, I should say, of Playboy. And on the cover, they'll be the two blondes that look the same or alike, and that's because they're twins. And as we know, the best-looking chicks are in May because that's my birthday. And there's some relevance. And as a matter of fact, just to make sure that rich tradition of the best-looking women being in May stays alive, Hef, I'd like to come by. Now, I know you don't pick the girls out in May. I'd probably swing by, March? February?
Whenever.
And I know that Hef does not have an office because I've seen editions of Playboy where they showed the process. He spreads out on that big round bed of his in his PJs. Ironically enough, he wears bib overalls and boots when he sleeps. That's what people don't know about Hef. He wears the PJs when he's out and about, but when he sleeps in waders and a straw hat and a flannel shirt. And he spreads himself out on this big round bed. And he gets his jeweler's loop out, the one I use to find my penis. Same device.
Same one.
And he looks at the slides of all the potential playmates. I would like I said, now how much lead time do you need? Like when you're looking at potential playmates tomorrow, what issue or what month would you be looking at?
Well, we can be working as much as 6 months ahead, but
6 months.
We usually have about 3 issues in the works at the same time.
Right. So I'm reading between the lines. You're saying I may have to come by November, December to pick out my May playmate, or help you make that selection process.
Probably, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
clear your calendar, Adam.
Yeah, I'll clear my calendar in November, and I'll come by.
All right. Let's go to.
Should I bring some beer or something, or are you guys pretty well stocked?
Pretty well stocked.
You got a fridge,
Yeah.
Ooh, all righty then. Well, I usually bring a cooler, but if you got you got power running to the mansion now? Oh, yeah, fridge. Okay. All right, good enough. I'll just bring some snacks, something like that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. 2 calls. All right. Daniel.
Yeah.
You're 17. What's up?
Well, I got a problem. No, I think I got a problem.
Yeah.
It seems like I can't sleep unless I masturbate.
All righty then. I hypothetically have that problem too, although I've never actually tested it. No, always masturbate before I go to bed, so I don't know what would happen if I didn't, but I'd imagine I wouldn't sleep.
All right, Daniel?
There you go, Daniel.
All right, I got another question.
Now.
Yeah.
My best friend for like 4 years, she's always been there, to talk to and things like that, and I just...
All right. Okay, fine. Masturbate before I go to bed. Deborah.
Yes.
You're 25.
Yes, I am.
You know what? I love the rule of radio, which is the more you want somebody to spit out their question, the slower they
go.
get.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Deborah, real quick.
Hi. A girlfriend of mine and her husband had watched a show that they had seen where they removed a skull from a person that had smoked marijuana excessively, and there was resin on the brain.
Well, it's not resin. They don't know what it is. But if you look at micrographs of people smoking marijuana, the cell membrane of the neurons actually have this layer of some substance, and no one has identified exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And it's what contributes, obviously, to the dysfunction of the brain associated with using it.
Hey, listen, if you ate 10 Abba Zaba bars every day, they'd find peanut butter on your brain if you did it for 30 years.
No, this is a very strange
I know,
chemical matrix.
I'm fine with that.
Ask you a question for that?
Yeah.
Lately, I've been having like a numbness on the top of my head and shooting pains up the back of my skull.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe, my sister said it could be a pinched nerve.
Yep.
Have anything to do with that?
With pot?
Yeah.
Yes, you're growing a bong inside your skull.
No, it sounds more like a neck problem.
That's what I love. Listen, everybody, this is the danger of getting high and watching the Discovery Channel.
Paranoid.
You think
Paranoia.
you think all this stuff is you. You're 25 years old. You smoked a joint and a half in your life, and you figure that headache must be resins growing on your frontal lobe. All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. I want to apologize to Hef for the stupidity of our callers. I'm going to kiss his ass just a little more because we got the compilation show to shoot from the mansion. It's great PR, by the way. And we'll be back after this. Well, that's it. Another show in the ground.
Problem is, Hef, you're going to find somebody out of here besides that door. Adam's not letting you go.
I'll just strap myself to the hood of the car like a deer
That's what you said, right.
shot. And, back
in the trunk.
Back to the mansion. All right, I want to thank Hugh Hefner, or as I call him now, Hef, for showing up and bringing the beautiful Mandy and Sandy, the Bentley twins. It was an honor to spend time with you, Hef, and a surprise. I didn't know you were going to be in here, and of course, all right. I would love to give the website out one more time, and again, it will not be up for 1 week. www.bentleytwins.com and .net, and look for them on the cover of the May Playboy edition. Thanks very much, ladies and gent. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.